Now, I'm willing to take a bet that if David Dobrik posts an apology in the next 48 hours, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Joe, and you are watching the really early late night show with Joe Maloof, if that wasn't obvious by now. And I'm here to pledge my allegiance to cancel culture's battle against David Dobrik. Guys, before we get into today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means the absolute world to me. Let's get to 100 subscribers by the end of May. So come on, guys, hit that subscribe button below. Please, come on. I want my own personalized URL link. So youtube.com/Joe Maloof. Now let's get to the video. It pains me to admit that David Dobrik is no bueno anymore. He's no bueno. I mean, if you look back to his old videos, this should have happened a while ago, but I think we're all just like mesmerized by like David's laugh and like his charisma that'll be kind of like look past the bad stuff. At least like a majority of people do. There is like that minority that's just able to cut off any relations when they see anything wrong. But I think for the rest of us, it took two major things against David to really be like, no, this is bad. I mean, the first one should have been absolutely obvious. Like a couple years ago, David posted that vlog where they had gotten a bunch of underage girls drunk and then had made a joke that Dom, nicknamed Dirty Dom, was going to sleep with them and had forced them to sleep and was forcing the girls to sleep. So it's one of those things, like in the time we should have realized it, but you know, we didn't because his laugh was there. Jeff Wittek just, he done's messed up for David, but he done's do the right thing for himself and for the audience, but he did messed up for David because now everyone is like, nah, like David's an idiot, like look at him. Look what he did to Jeff. So for those of you who confused, mainly my mother, because shout out, you watch all of my videos and I'm here to explain this to you. He did a crazy stunt that involved bulldozer / tractor / crane, I don't know what those are called, and then just spun Jeff around and then Jeff hit his face on the thing, which caused Jeff to go partially blind. Half of his face was off, as Todd and Natalie said in that video, but also potential brain damage. It must have been nice to be watching David Dobrik's $9 million house reveal, considering the fact that Jeff was probably in the hospital getting a surgery done for his brain that was damaged by David. And it's sad because if you watch Jeff's video, you obviously Corinna being like, David, you take it too far. And that was a sentiment that a lot of people had felt after February and March's accusations of David. How he just takes everything too far, and maybe not everything should be a joke, and that it may be not time to cancel David, but maybe time for him to take account of his actions and just grow up a little bit. You know, you look at some of YouTube's top creators ever. Logan Paul did a disgusting thing, but he took that and he matured from it. Obviously, no one's gonna ever let him forget it because it's disgusting what he did, but he learned and he matured for it. Maybe, just maybe, David's gonna come back and he's going to apologize. A proper apology, not one of those Myers-Leonard type notes app, like a proper apology. Will that mean anything? No, absolutely not. It really won't mean anything until David changes his ways. But as he's moving right now, it doesn't look like he's ever going to be back in the public races. Like every sponsorship left him, every single one has left him, but not even that. It seems as if his own fans have left him and his friends to an extent. Now, Jeff doesn't blame David for what happened to him, but you don't really post that video unless you kind of know David's going to get canceled. And I think David, to an extent, knew this was going to happen, and maybe he needed a wake-up call. Maybe he was trying to induce a wake-up call himself, but I don't know. It just seems disgusting that this happened in the first place. Why? What's the point? And I feel like for David doing this thing, like spinning the crane, what was the point? Like it just, the name of this video is probably gonna be called "What's the Point?" But then again, it won't. Now, I'm willing to take a bet that if David Dobrik posts an apology in the next 48 hours, that is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, I will dye my hair bleach blonde again. I'll just do it. But that's only if David Dobrik posts a 4-minute and 20-second apology. I actually kind of want bleached blonde hair, so David, can you do that? See, I used to be like a big David Dobrik fan, but now I'm just kind of like awoken to the fact that he's not a good person. And though it doesn't mean that he can't change, it just means that in his current state right now, I just don't think he ever will. Though the production quality in his content has evolved over like, what, 4 years that he was popping off on YouTube, his jokes and comedy really hasn't. It's kind of always been like the pressuring somebody to do something. You gotta think, like, none of his friends have really like spoken out until like 2 months ago. So does he get them to sign NDAs? These are all theories that Watch Mojo should probably have a 10 reasons why David Dobrik is way too popular for what he should have been ever. I will admit though, David Dobrik's first video ever on YouTube is the most goated video ever. It is psychotic, it is hilarious. Anyways, this has been really early late nights with Joe Maloof, the late night show where we talk about everything and anything. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means the absolute world to me. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Deuces.